Okie dokie then. We're back. Back indeed. Got myself a drink, pet the puppers a little bit. We're back. Thanks for hanging out. Welcome back. Thank you, thank you. Alright, so this area I'm noticing is a little too large here. So we might have to add some cliffs in here as well. Just fine. Can do that. If we need to add a cliff, we'll add a cliff. Shouldn't be too bad. Yeah, we might need to add a little bit of cliffage here, though. Because this is not quite where I'd like it to be. And I do believe we are going to keep it at this level here. We're not going to go down another one. Yeah, burn, Squidward. Nice. We're definitely missing insects as well because we didn't put glass around this. But we might tear it down anyway because it just looks so bad. What can I do to hide this thing? I don't know, actually. I do not know what we can do to hide it, but I think that we're gonna have to because it just looks pretty bad. We do need to put some dirt down all along here. We'll probably widen this a little bit, so we might have to go more layers back over there. I don't know really what to solve that with, though. Because it pretty much has to be this shape for it to work, I think. And if it has to be that shape, well, that's a problem. That is a very large problem. Let's see if we can make this just a little bit more slopey here. I have no problem expanding it as many times as we need to, really. Just to make it look good, though I did plan on making this a very small build, so, you know. You know how that goes. I don't know how to what to make of this, though. Ways to hide a Squidward farm. I mean, we could build like a massive lumpy tree, but it would be worse than that of the end pillars. So I don't think that is the option that we're going to have to go with here. We could put the entire thing underground and build terrain around it so that you don't see it, I suppose. But it would kind of be weird if we had to do it that way. But it would work if we maybe had to move it just a little bit. That wouldn't be terrible either. Oh boy, what we got? Yep, Microsoft sucks. Oh, you should be... It was a fun time. It was a fun time, though. Like, everyone knew their scams, too, I think was part of the thing. So everyone just knew how to combat their scams, and we all, as a group, did that. I'm so mad. Yeah. No, they did some shitty things, for sure. Still mad. What if we go all the way over here? And we'll say that this is not going to get touched. Right here. They own Minecraft now. Yep, they sure do. That's why we get an update like once a month or once a year if we're lucky right now. Which is stupid because Minecraft is still making them so much money. So much money. And yet, one update a year? Come on. Like, how about one update a month? I think I would honestly prefer the smaller updates again. Get a feature like every month or so, but it's like only 1 or 2 features versus having to wait an entire year to get the full, you know, whatever they've decided to update. I'd much rather do that. But I know they won't. No, they won't. And then they spend probably like 2 months out of their year working on the April Fool's update also. And it seems more competent than most of their regular updates. Which is kind of funny to me, honestly. Alright, let's bring this sucker way, way back here. It is sad. It's very sad. Like, we pretty much have to rely on the mining or the modding community too. Are you serious? You don't reach? Hello? I am definitely within 50 blocks. What's happening? Sir. What? I don't think so. That is dumb. That is dumb. Focus on things that actually matter. Yeah, they will never. They will never. If they had a critical bug, they would definitely drop everything to get rid of that critical bug. But other than that, no. I can't blame Notch for selling it, but at the same time, you know, it's a thing. Like, I get why Notch sold it. You know, $8 billion is a lot of money. Or $6 billion, or however much it was. It's a lot of money to turn down. But you know, I am surprised that he is not a little, like, angry at, like, what they did to it, you know? But I get it. Yeah. I believe that. I fully believe that. Because it's not bad, but it's also like we have to wait so long to get so little amount of things. Hates Bedrock Marketplace? Yeah. That's why the Hermitcraft map is on there, but they did it for free. They said they were not going to allow Microsoft to make people pay to get on the Hermitcraft Season 9 map. And they, like, fought tooth and nail about it, too. Got really sad after selling Minecraft? Oh, I believe it. I fully believe it. How could he be, you know? It's hard. You're losing your baby. Oh, shit. Come on. I know I can do this. I know I can do this. Nope. Alright, fine. We'll climb up there like normals. Hi, Parrot. Are you my parrot, or are you just mad that I've displaced your home. You're not my parrot. All right, you're now my parrot. There you go. How do you have Pepe but Sag? I don't know. I don't know. Oh. Forgot you teleported like that, bird. Talking about emotes. I don't know. I do not know the answer to your question. What am I doing with this? Alright, so already we've had to expand this base a few times now, which is something, I guess. Parrots. Parrots don't scare any mobs away, right? Exactly half of one tower. In 2 hours. Oof. That's pretty rough. Welcome to doing that for another, you know. How many hours do you think it's going to take you? 80? 90 hours? Well, half of a half and 2.5, so... So that's a quarter? So I would say every pillar in about 10 hours. Yeah, you're looking at about 90 hours. That seems so much fun. So much fun. Can't even begin to tell you how much fun. I think I'd rather just spend the 90 hours that it will take me to build massive trees on top of them than mine all the obsidian. Because the trees would have to be very, very large, but I think it'd be worth it. There's always the fill command. Not in vanilla Minecraft, there is not. Not in hardcore, there is not. Gotta dig it by hand. If you want it dug, you dig it by hand. And it will be awful. I think realistically what you need to do, Gex, is just spend an hour a day mining obsidian. If you spend an hour a day, you'll have it done in 90 days, and then like you could just stream something else while you're there, right? Just that's how I would do it. Yes, it will take you 3 months to dig out all those pillars, but while you're doing that, you could be doing, you know, something else. I think that's the way I would go for it. I already have 3 of 10. That's not even halfway there, though. Think of how many hours you've got left. Think of how many hours you have left now. Beacon. Oof. I don't know. I could not do it like you are doing it and just brute force the crap out of it. I could not. That would be so rough. It would be actually brutal. Hella worth it in the end, though. In the end, if you make something super cool after removing the pillars, yeah, it's worth it. But like the getting there on at least that one is rough. Yes, I have. Yes, I have. I'm gonna have to look into some DocM technology and see if he knows a way of removing those pillars faster. Free obsidian. Yeah, you'd never have to mine obsidian again, I guess. Although, what are you using that much obsidian for also? $100 for all the endstone. You're not doing a world eater for the endstone? You're not, like, blowing it up with TNT? Now that is crazy. That is crazy. You might. I can't believe that you would organically mine all of that. Like, just make a wad of TNT. Get, like, you know, 100 stacks or whatever and just blow the crap out of it. To do a glitchless, dupeless run. I mean, even if you don't dupe, just make a great creeper farm. And then get yourself 100+ stacks of TNT and just light it up. Light it up. Like, I know it's not great because the blast resistance on it is still stupid high, but probably build a world eater. Yep, there you go. No reason not to. Don't put yourself through that if you don't have to. Yes. Beacon, please. Can't you see I'm trying to get work done here, but someone incorrectly placed where the beacon is, and now doesn't quite reach. I'm not saying who that is, but someone, some Ninja Turtle, definitely misplaced that beacon. And I really don't want to move it. Oh, please have mangrove propagules. Please. You. Awful. You die. All of you die. He saves 27 hours of mining obsidian. Yeah, that's worth it. That's worth it. The only tree type I can't get in this world is mangrove, by the way, and so I'm just relying on wandering traders to eventually give me a frickin' mangrove sapling. Just need one. We've looked for hours and hours and hours. Like, I've flown thousands of blocks in every direction here, and we just haven't found a mangrove swamp or forest. We haven't found it. Like, I had to fly 10,000+ blocks to get to the only desert that I've found in this world as well. And we've literally been in such a large area around the base. Such a large area. Do a backup and do a locate. I tried to put it into a mist, like the biome finding program, but it wouldn't let me load it up in there for some reason. Like, I was gonna do that. I'm totally okay with finding a biome using an outside source like that, especially if I just can't find it. Chunk base. Yeah, I might. Like, even if it's 10,000 blocks away, I literally just need one single sapling. So we just keep waiting and waiting for these lads to give it to me at the moment. But eventually I will get desperate enough and I will actually try something like that to find it. Now you can grow infinite of them. So that's not a problem. Yeah, you can grow infinite propagules as soon as you have one. I'm talking from the trader. Oh, you're saying they have a 0.003 chance to have the propagule in their trades? Is it really that low? Holy crap. Why is it that low? That's insanity, actually. 0.03. I mean, that's significantly better, but... Oh, hello, lads. Thank you. Appreciate it. Appreciate it. Killing your boss for me so that I don't get omen, so I don't risk setting off a raid. I also don't really get the spawning algorithm of those lads. Because your world's so old? Hmm. That should be okay. I don't think that is a river biome there. Yeah, I know the Flat World guy had issues with both of them as well. I can't remember his name at the moment. Mog Swamp, that's what it is. Took forever, though. Yeah, I mean, I'm still trying to get it from a trader, but at some point I will give up from trying to get it from a trader. At some point. Because I need it to... Like, if I don't get it by the time I actually am done with Alderaan, we're going to have an issue. Because I need it for certain details that I have, or that I want. So, like, obviously that project's still very far away, but... Missing 3 hearts for 2 hours. Nice. Nice. Ah. Hello? Oh, I was like, what's happening? I'm stuck in a hole. I would like to point out this project has gotten a lot bigger than what I had planned on it being already, though. And we don't even have the wall up, and I've decided I want to put a mountain over there. So it's going to take a little bit longer to finish the squid camp for sure. Which we need a name for, by the way. But I don't know what to call it yet. There will be a town here. It's just not going to be a very large town. He says as he has been digging for hours. Effectively making it bigger. Prince Edward Island. No. No one likes Prince Edward. No one likes Prince Edward. Basomechin pie. I can't even pronounce that one. Can't even pronounce it. Do you want me to use it as the name? Basochinmin pie. It's a school reference. Interesting. Basomechin. What does that mean? Does it mean anything? Nothing. Okay. Fair enough. Fair enough. Alright, so let's go ahead. Lenairu. I kind of like that, actually. Lenairu? I'm probably not pronouncing it how you want me to pronounce it, though. The Isles of Lenairu. 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 Called it that I was not pronouncing it how you expected it, though. The Zelda thing? I don't remember that being in Zelda. I do not recall that at all. It's a goddess. Which Zelda game? Yeah, I don't recall that. Okay, okay, yeah. That actually does sound familiar when you put all three of them together like that. Every Zelda game. Yes. That actually does sound familiar when you put all three. Alright, so well, we can't go with that then, because that's just ripping off from a video game. Look at us, 20 coal. Look at us. We are freaking rich. That's crazy. I want the Isles of something, though. Or steeps of something. Steeps could also work because we have rolling hills here. But we could probably build on that a little bit. And do like... Instead of Lanairu, we could do like Shinairu. Scalosia. Scalosia? I think we could like build off of it though and just change enough of it where it would be okay. Because I kind of like Lanairu, but if we made it like Shinairu, then we can use it. Scalos. Scalos sounds kind of cool. The Steeps of Scalos? Yeah, I like that, actually. That sounds pretty cool. Hanuru. I am butchering every single name you are giving to me right now. Every one of them. Anime? Maybe. I think we're going to go with Scalos. The Steeps of Scalos sounds actually pretty cool to me. I like that. I like that. Steeps of Scalos. I'm going to have to write that down so I don't forget. for sure. Can be a Scalasian. A Scalasian? A Scalatian. A Scalite. Scalasian. Scalosian. I am bad at pronouncing things, sir. You have too many vowels. Too many vowels. Oh, Lord. Scalosians. Scalosian? Snellhide. No, I think I like Scalos better. I think I like Scalos better. Snellhide means speed in Dutch. Well, these people are not speedy. That's for damn sure. They sit around a squid farm that produces like 12 ink sacs an hour. They are not speedy at all. If anything, they are, yeah, glacier. They move at a glacial pace. I do want to go check, actually, and see how many ink sacs we have. I know we had a stack in 21, I think, last time I looked. Would be curious to see. In doing all of this digging, how much do we now have? Place your bets. What do we think? There was a stack in 21. How much obsidian you've mined? Like total with all of your pillars or today? Because that changes the number drastically. Total. 21,312. Hey, we got 8 ink sacs since we've been doing this. Let's go. I wish. 8,106. 12,000. Okay. That's not bad. How many total is there, do you know? Over 200,000. Look at you. You're like, 10%. That's pretty good. Or no, you're 5%, sorry. You're like 6%. My bad. My bad. 10% would be 20K. Yep. So you're like 6%. That's pretty good. God, that sounds awful. And you've been going for, like, how many hours now? Like, at least 2.5 today. But, like, how many total hours have you been going at that thing? For your normal world? I mean, haven't you mined all of them? So, like, 212,000 then? I feel like you've mined all of them, so we're gonna go over 200K then. Why have you mined an extra 100,000 of them? What the hell is wrong with you? What is wrong with you? Don't worry about it. I'm worrying about it. I'm worried for your safety. Your sanity, even. Jesus Christ. I'm guessing you accidentally reset the end or something, like you summoned the dragon again after making a huge dent in getting the pillars done. That's the only thing I could think of that you were at that much. Is that what happened? Did you accidentally reset the end? Getting rid of lava. Oh, no. That's painful. I didn't know sand existed. Oh, no. Oh, no. That is, that's horrifying. Ooh, a microbiome. Okay, okay. What biome would you like to suggest? What biome would you like to suggest? What biome would you like to see? And remember that a microbiome is much smaller, so his island is the mid-tier. Your island will be smaller than his island. So its limitations are less. Or like what I can do with it is less, I guess. What kind of island would you like? What kind of microbiome? Tiny floating island with mushroom biome. Tiny amethyst geode. I don't have any mycelium, because I've also never seen a... I haven't seen a mushroom island at all in this world as well. And I don't think I have the materials to do a geode at this moment. We'd have to look, but I don't think I have any amethyst whatsoever as well. So we could do something like that. It just probably wouldn't be... Let me look and see if I have stuff to do the geode. But a moss and cherry grove, that seems like something we could probably do. Seems like something that we could do. Do you want it to be... Do you still want it to have sand on it, or no? Like, do you want any sand on the island, or do you want, like... a 5x5 in the sky? No, there's nothing in the sky. It's all islands that are on the water, because I want to make it like a big island panorama. We can give you a big tree, though. If you would like a gigantic tree, we can do that for sure. So do you want there to be sand on the island, yes or no, is the question I need to ask first. And if not, are you okay with it being, do you want it to be stone and moss? Do you want it to be stone and grass, moss and grass? Or do you want something else? We have many decisions on this one. What are we thinking? As soon as we're done with this, we'll go gather the resources that we need for it. We'll start heading out there. And I think we'll make the island in the same way. If you don't have a preference, we'll probably add a little bit of sand, and we'll add maybe some dirt and stuff like that. Dirt for the bottom. Coarse dirt for the bottom. Moss grass for the top and side. Pink petals on the ground. We could probably do that. We could probably do that. I think I have the resources necessary for that. One big tree. Okay. I think I can do that pretty easily, actually. All right. To all of you hoarders, look away. Obviously, there's a lot of materials on the ground here. Look away. We're not... Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. On the plus side, that is looking much better, though. Much better. We still have to do over here, but other than that, that's looking pretty good, minus the squid farm, which I still don't know how to fix. All right, so let's go and get some materials that we need. How could you? I had to. I don't have the necessary room in my chest, so it kind of had to be done. All right, so we're going to need quite a bit of things here. Good thing we have empty shulker boxes, so let's see. Don't really need saplings. I would like to use some pink glass, I think. We're going to take some leaves, obviously, some glow shroom. Whatever you do in your world. Okay. Fair enough. We're going to use some crimson. We need sand. Let's see. What else do we need? I would like to bring some smooth sandstone, I think. This also helps clear up my chest here, too, which has been a problem lately. And we're going to bring some magenta glass. Crimson stairs, I think. Alright, that's fine. Alright, that's all that we can get from that one. Let's grab... What else do we need? We will need some cherry log, obviously, so let's just bring a bunch, because I don't know how much we will need. Good thing you redeemed that reward earlier, because otherwise we would not have had enough for it, so that's good. We're also going to bring some of these, some of those, some of this. Okay, so all of those things are needed. Next. We probably want to bring some sand. We'll bring torches, because we're going to need it. Alright, what's next? What else do we need? We need cherry leaves, so let's just bring a bunch of those. We're going to need sandstone, so we're just going to bring this whole box of sandstone right here. Lanterns, I can do that. I can do that. We will need some sticks, so we'll just bring those along. Lanterns, I'm pretty sure we have somewhere. There we go. We got 24. That should be enough for a small one. Yes, we need that. We need moss, which is gonna be a bit of an issue, isn't it? Isn't it? Because we don't have much, if any, moss left. Where did our moss go? He said soul lanterns? Oh, we can do that. We have those too. There we go. Just bone meal stone, yeah. Bone meal is an issue at the moment. We're poor, okay? We're very poor. Okay, we got that. Maybe bring some sugarcane, because I like sugarcane. Maybe some crimson roots or warped. Ooh, warped wood. Warp sounds better, actually. We'll bring a couple sweet berries, maybe. Some sea pickles and maybe some glowberries. So we got all of those good. We just need a little bit more leafage, the moss, and we need some stone as well. Stone. Is there anything else that we need that I can think of? Flower pots. Yes, we can do that. We can do that. For sure. Can do that. We will just need to bring with us a furnace because we don't have it. Alright, let's bring a furnace. Make you suffer a little bit while we're doing this. Good, great. Alright, do we need more sandstone than a full box? Probably not. For a micro island, I don't think. Alright, so that's good. We also need a bed. And is there anything else I can think of that we need for this? No, I think we've just about got everything covered. Maybe some grass, actually. Because I did forget to bring any kind of grass with us. Alright, let's sleep. Hello, parrot. I would like to bring him over to Thor's Island as well, if applicable. Let's bring that. Yep. That one. We'll bring the bed with us. Would you stop? Would you stop? Alright. And then we just need dirt and we're good to go. Trapped warden on the island. Yeah, that's not happening. That's not happening. I haven't even found an ancient city yet, actually. In this world. Alright, then the only thing we need is a little bit more dirt and we are golden. Bruh. What? Don't mock me. Trying to make you die. I mean, yeah, I expect that. That's fine. I expect that. Dirt. That's what we needed. Just a little bit of the dirt. So let's do like that many. I know this is way more than I will ever need for this build, but it's fine. Alright, since you have the first micro biome, we'll have to figure out the dimensions for it and see what we can do. Because obviously it needs to be smaller than Thor's Island because he got the upgraded island for 2,500. I do think I'm going to put your biome very close to this biome, though, because it'll be cool. Alright, so it's going to be relatively close to this one, I think. You're going to go over here somewhere. Let's start with just the dirt, and then we will make our way over here. I want it to be close, but not that close. So probably about here is like a good start. start by making it an island, obviously. Do you want it to have some kind of... we'll make it work. I'm not going to even ask. We're just going to make it work. We're going to make it work. It's going to be a very interesting island to do, I think. I've never built on a micro scale like this before, so it's going to be interesting to see what we can come up with here. Like, even that feels like it's too big for a microbiome. Hold on. Yeah, that feels a little bit too big still. No, that's probably about a 15 by 15, actually. Yeah, that'll work. That will work. If we put them close enough, we might actually not have to worry about filling in the bottoms here, which would be very, very nice. All right, let's put our grass down. I'm probably going to give it a little bit of some elevation too. Thor specifically requested his to be flat. Wait. Why am I waiting? Give me an island idea for you. I want like dark and creepy vibes. So I want you to use like black concrete and custom like thick vines coming out from the earth. Soul lanterns every so often just to give a dimly lit path that would be made of like coarse dirt, gravel, and a little bit of skulk eating out from the shadows. That's what I want. The rest I'll leave up to you, but that's what I want. Let's see. I am going to give you a little bit of extra height, so we'll be okay. Probably from here, we just want to go... I do want there to be a little bit of like a rock wall around here. So we'll just start by putting this on the outskirts here. And then we're obviously going to go way up. Don't know why, but I feel like every time I see a cherry blossom biome, they are on higher elevations. So I feel the need to kind of do something like this. Feel the need to do something like this. If we didn't fall off every 2 seconds, that would be also great. Something like that. And maybe bring up right here as well. Then, so your island is going to have a little bit of extra-ness attached to it here. Little bit of extra depth. And this is obviously, it's based on nothing and randomness. Just me wanting to be a little bit extra. But we are going to do a little bit extra here. Because I think it will be cool. Alright, so we'd have like maybe a nice little waterfall cascading down. Yep, that'll work. Let's get more stone, which is right here. Yeah, your build's gonna look very different than the other biomes, I think. Simply because of me wanting to do something weird. So we will just have to accept that that is happening and go on from it. Right, so we do that. Some little action down here, and then what you need to do is kind of branch this out. So you follow the shape here at the bottom, just kind of roughly getting it to where it needs to be. Something like that. I would like to place a block there just so I can jump. Thank you. And I guess we should put some torches in here. It's going to be hollow, but it is what it is. So this one needs to go out probably a block or two right here. And we'll waste a little bit of stone, but I think that's actually fine. Yes. Unlike Grian, we finish backs of builds here. Unlike Grian. So we are building out this little extension here. No offense, Grian, but you never ever finish your builds. The backs of your builds. And since you'll never see this anyway, we're good. Would be kind of spooky, though. If he just randomly appeared and is like, yep, I saw that. How dare you call me out for not building the backs of my build? Alright, something like that. I can't. I'm stuck. Please. Oh, Jesus. Sometimes elytra and water just do not go well together. Alright, so I would like to sleep away the night. Alright, which one has our bone meal? Right there. And moss. We have 3 moss blocks left. So let's keep 1 in here because I know that I will forget. And then what I'd like to do is just plop 1 here, 1 here. I'm going to bone meal that. Can we not? Hello? I'm confused. Can you not, I know you can do it to grass, but I thought you could do it to stone. Oh, does it have to be on the top, maybe? That might be it. I think it has to be on the top. Yeah, that was it. I forgot that it couldn't be, like, in the side. There we go. Much better. Okay, so we're still gonna do a little bit of this, and then we're gonna give you a little bit more elevation in just a few places. Something like this. Do a little bit of grass. Something like that. We're gonna need more of the dirt, and we definitely want to hand place a lot of this. So let's just break some and get that moss back. Because I think this is a little too much moss, but we do want to use a lot of it, so I think that'll work. Perfect. Yes, that's what I was looking for. Like little patches like this. Add a lot of detail. Just strewn about there. And we're even going to do a little bit of weirdness here and add some clay into the proximity. Just a little bit, not too much. I'm liking that so far. I'm liking that. All right, next we need more grass. So we're gonna do a little bit of like overhangs. Okay, let me up, let me up. Okay, and I would like to add just some dirt, obscuring some of the angles here. These stupid wings, stop. I love you, wings, but sometimes, I swear, you're just not there. Kind of droopy bits off the back, I think. Some dangling bits. Get rid of some of those. Something like that. Let's get rid of that one because we don't need it at the moment. Yes. Uh-huh. Something like that. Just a little bit of exaggeration here, because I like exaggerating things. Okay, next we will go up and add a little bit more dirt varieties up to the top here. Little pathways, and then we'll keep some of it stone, some of it grassy. And I would kind of like to boost all of that up. We should just leave that because I'm not going to go get it. So what I'll do then is just get a moss block somehow. Thank you. Let's put our elytra back on before we somehow die to not having it. Okay, and we do want this to be relatively green here. Look at all these freaking carpets. So many carpets. I can't even like tell what's a carpet and what's not until I place a block on it too. Very weird. All right, so then we'll just put one moss block here and kind of break it up a little bit. More dirt. More stone. All right, take the 8 blocks that we have and just kind of exaggerate this a little bit. Get rid of those because we don't want them at all. All right, so now is time for the tree, I think. We're going to do at least 1, maybe 2 trees. I like that. I like that a lot. Do need a little bit more grass. Because it should stick off just a little bit from the top here. Love it. Yep, that looks pretty good. And then we can even have something unique there. Let's get rid of all the stone that I don't need, cobble that I don't need, these random bits and bobs that I don't need. All right. Next is the trees. Let's go ahead and do that. We need a bunch of log first, and then we'll use our cherry next. So we might as well just have both. We can parkour up here. So I'm thinking the first tree is going to be something like this. Just going to organically shape this to the best of my abilities here. And give it some branches, give it some height, give it some kind of crazy staggers here. Maybe off of here. I think we can fit 2 trees here, maybe 3 if I want to do a small one down there. Which maybe I do. I'm not sure. Like this, and then one more perhaps over this direction. Yeah, that feels pretty good. Feels pretty good. And then let's get the other tree in before... Oh, it needs to be a little bit thicker on the base here. I'd like those to be facing up, though, ideally. Something like that. Give it a little bit more sturdy of a trunk. Yep. And then I think we also can have one more right over here. Let's see. We're just going to knock it out. Really freeform these trees. So this one's probably a little bit taller or perhaps the same shape. Yeah, a little bit taller. So we'll do something along those lines. We'll do another wrappy bit over here. Branch that out, and then easy as connecting all the dots here. Easy as connecting the branches that we have, like that. Do that perhaps, and I think we go fly over here real quick. Pretty good, except for this one needs a little bit more of the base, because it does not, it's too big. There, that feels a little bit better. Let's sleep again, so we don't have to deal with anything. So far, so good. I really like that. I also feel like there should be just a few scattered petals like on the ground, because I think that they would most likely fall a little bit. So you would add just a little touch of them here and there. Yeah, that looks pretty good. Something like that. And yeah, we want to cover that. Just a little bit of the pink here. Every once in a while to give it that effect that like maybe the leaves have fallen, they're falling off of these. There's petals kind of everywhere. They're strewn about the island. I like that. Beautiful. All right, so now we're going to need dirt to pillar. So far, so good. I'm loving it so far. Hopefully you feel the same, but I'll wait till it's done until I ask your verdict on it. Oh, forgot something. Need a crafting bench. Boom, boom. We do need... Oh, I forgot. The clay was for the pots. Oh, we're going to need to get more clay. Damn it. I forgot about that. Oh, wait. No, we have some. Okay, we're good. Clay balls? Yes. Clay balls yield the pots. Pretty sure. All right, so that we can get those pumping. We also need our sticks and our pink plankage, which is somewhere in here. There you are. Need fences. Beautiful. All right, now we can go up there. Gotta, nope. Gotta, there we go. So how I like to do these trees is pretty simple. You add branches along the exterior here, but you don't want them to connect. So you add little things like that. Vertically connecting is okay, but otherwise not okay. Then you add something like that. Nope. Something like that. And here. Potentially here. See that? All right, and then what I do is I take our cherry blossom and I attach it via the roots that we've connected here and make little pods. Little pods everywhere. Definitely touching the fences, but not limited to the fences. And I think that this makes a nice smooth transition to what we're trying to do. So you want to build it out everywhere that there is a fence. And these are like my go-to trees that I do. You're done. Your island's done already? That was quick. That was hella quick. What the hell? That was so quick. What? How did you do it so quick? DM, yeah. DM me a picture. I'm still not even done with yours though yet, and it's like, and you're done already. Jesus, that's crazy. I'm in your Discord. Yes, I'm Viking or Viking Knight in your Discord. I can't remember which one it is exactly, but I'm one of those two. Wait till night for spooky screenshots. Ooh, yeah. Gotta love the spooky screenshot. So then after we do that, we add a few more branches in which to connect. Just a little bit more. How big is my island is my next question. Or are you just a very fast builder? Dun, dun, dun. Oh, my mouse is starting to break. It just double clicked on me right there. I hate that. Hate that. Okay, something like this. Here and over here. All right, before we go down, what we need to then do is add a little bit more. So far, so good. I like that. Then I really like droopy leaves. Really like them. Okay, something like this. You're gonna have to like save the VOD, by the way, if you want to copy this island exactly. Otherwise, it's gonna be artist representation. I think even if you watch the VOD, actually, you would not be able to replicate it exactly as I have. We're getting close, though. This, I think, is going to be one of my favorite trees, though. Khan, you are a freak of nature, though. That's the thing. You are a freak of nature. You have done Etho's like complicated redstones without a tutorial that he showed a screenshot of for like 3 seconds. You are something else. You are something else with that. The only person that I know that can do something like that. It's actually kind of crazy. It's actually kind of like mind-blowing, honestly. Okay, a little bit of these scattered about. All right, let's see how your first tree looks here, Gex. Ooh, I like it. I like it. It's an easy tree, but I like it a lot. We're not done. We're not done. Not those. I want to add... We're not friends. Hold on. Let me see here. How do I... Doesn't say you're online. Are you online? Oh, there we go. Pending, accept. There we go. I got it. There we go. Hidden offline. Heathens. I do want to add just a few lights here. You'll have a nice little island. I like it. Doesn't really matter to me how many light sources are in them, because I just really like them to look kind of like fireflies. So I'm pretty happy with that. Okay, let's go sleep. Picture sent. Okay. Ooh. Look at my little island. I like it. A monolith for the corrupted shades that died on this place. Oh. It's got lower, huh? That's cool. I like that. It's got lower. Oh, that looks so nice. Had to give it lore. That's fair. That is fair. I kind of want to add like one small one down here too. All right, you're getting way more detail than I had intended to get, by the way. Tree is on fire. Fair. Let's see. Do we have more to make more? We do. Kind of want like a bubbling brook right there, though. Doesn't make a whole lot of sense that we're in the middle of the ocean, but we're gonna do it anyway. We're gonna do it anyway. It was difficult to build a creepy place in a build that's supposed to be colorful. I actually didn't know where you were going to build it, which is fun. Let's just add... I wasn't sure if you were going to build it in the lake or anything, so I just kind of made it weird. Alright, that's fine. Yeah, you're getting a lot of detail here, sir. Oh. We have to go to one down further. To fit the lore, that's fair. You don't need to go that in depth. I don't need to, but I can't stop myself, okay? I can't stop myself. Can you swim, please? Hello? Fine. We'll swim around. Be that way. Let's see. We need to do that. That. Here. That's fine. Crying obsidian with skulk. Ooh. Maybe there's a log in the ground too, because why not? I do like that. Yeah, that looks pretty good. I like that too, actually. Why do you have a little waterfall? I don't know, but you do. Oh wait, no you don't, because we don't have freaking water. We don't have any water. Okay, I'd like to add some of these for contrast and color here. Oh, yes. That looks so nice. Okay, love it. Thank you, Foxy. Appreciate it. Yep. Yep, the little sizzle. Oh, yes. Oh, baby. I kind of want a little tree over here, too. This one, maybe it's going to be a little less thick. But if we... Okay, we do something like this, and just like a little tiny tree here. I think we can make that work. Super nice. Spore blossom, we might have to go and look for those. It's something we'll probably add later. Because I don't think I have found any yet, actually. We don't do a whole lot of caving here. We do not do a whole lot of caving here. Okay, so we do something like this over here. Full mass collection, got 11 shulgers. Wait, how? That would be so much time. So much time because you can't regrow those suckers. You have to get them one at a time. Oh, that sounds so painful. 15 hours? Yeah, I bet it was. I bet it was. Try to let a little light in still. 3 double chests. Like, my God, man. That's so many. Oh, yes. Oh, I love it. Okay, that looks super nice. And then we just need... We're not going to have enough cherry blossom leaves for this, by the way. We're actually going to have to go and get more because I don't have enough. I thought bringing like 12 stacks with would be fine, and I was wrong. I was wrong. I think your biome is bigger. It might be. Yours is only supposed to be a 15 by 15 biome. And I went a little overboard with that. What's up? What am I guessing? Then like that. No. What do you mean no? What do you mean no? Only one per stream. Oh, for the islands? Did I put one per stream? Wait, what? I didn't put one per stream. I didn't put one per stream. I just looked at the note. It doesn't say it. We may have to put it on the rewards queue, though, because I have been going for like 4 hours, though. And I did not intend to be going this long. Yeah, you might have to hit me with it in the next one, for sure. Either that or it just goes in the rewards queue and it will get built. Oh, yes! Do I have enough leaves to do this one? Your little thing says 15,000? I mean, I have rewards that are that high, but I don't think that's one of them. I put a lot of care into these. If it's gonna, the way I see it is, it's gonna be in my world, right? I want it to look good. Like, yeah, I want it to look like it is the best thing since sliced bread. And even though it's a tiny little biome, I want it to have a lot of attention to detail in it, and I want it to be just nice. Like 3 times. I will never redesign a build. Not ever. Ooh. No, I don't like that. Don't like that. I do think it needs a little bit more pop of green, though. Which I'm thinking some dark oak saplings. Built an entire island? Oh, why? Sounds painful. No, if I don't like it, I tear it down like in that moment and I will redo it. But I will never like build something completely and then tear it down. Maybe a cloud would be better. Oh, that looks so nice. I like that. If I had a bucket, I would probably put some fish in your water too. And then we still need to make a little bit of water coming down, which means that this needs to be clay. Give me fishy. I will get you fishy. I don't like that one. Yes, I know what your 30K is, the fishy. That looks good. I like that little pop of color there. That's your highest point redemption too, right? Oh, 50. Will that be enough? I think I put an outrageously high one that no one will ever claim because I put it as high as I thought it was good. You have like 15,000? I think I have like 9,000 on Gexes. Give or take. Yep. My big reward is 100,000 points. And it's one I'm hoping never gets redeemed. Because it's going to be a challenge. What is the land of the dead? I will read it for you. This reward, when redeemed, causes us to go into a massive building frenzy, focusing on the end-related build, where I intend to build the land of the dead and the citadel of the damned. Basically, it is a massive, massive end build that I have crazy plans for. A massive, massive build. Like, we're talking... Would it involve mining obsidian pillars? Nope. I have a way around that. Have a way around that. I might mine 2 of them, though. But not all of them. Hi, Evie. Hi, puppers. Oh, yeah. What a good girl. You come for your head scratches every now and again. No, I'd be using them as part of the decoration. But I was also thinking, like, double the size of the end island, so yeah. Like, I have a crazy-ass idea for that. Welcome back, Thor. We have another biome getting built next to yours here. And I still want to build your bamboo hut. I just haven't done that yet. At some point I will, though. Welcome back. Currently designing a cherry blossom one. Which, so far, I am very happy with. Very, very happy with it. Heard zombie and thought it was on your screen. Then I heard 2 damage ticks. Nope, no zombies over here. Not at the moment, anyway. Not at the moment. Fastest alt tab ever. But you need to stop trying to get yourself killed over there, sir. It's your lunchtime. You're eating as you watch. Nice. Did you bring anything nice for lunch? Please have enough leaves for this. I don't think I'm going to, but I hope that I do. Otherwise, we'll have to fly back to the mainland and get ourselves some. Ooh, why is that there? Hold on 1 second. Okay, there we go. Forgot about something. Then we can just kind of add the floof in here. They ask you, did you bring enough for everyone when you have like 1 sucker and a snack-sized bag of cheese? It's good to see some things never change in school, though. I remember that happening way back when I was there, too. Single cheeseburger, Dr. Pepper, and ice cream. Okay. Okay. I see you. I see that. Okay, and then now all we gotta do is close this bad boy up. most of these leaves or these branches, by the way, I am completely aware that no one will ever know that they are here except for me, and I'm completely fine with that. Completely fine with that. There. You'll know? No, you won't. You'll never know. You will never know. Alright, let's do that. Break this sucker. What? Oh. You'll appreciate it. Fair enough. Fair enough. Okay, I think we will have enough leaves. That is very good. Ah, I didn't mean to attach you to the tree. Oh, God! Didn't mean to attach it to the tree at all. Dang, now I want Taco Bell. Taco Bell, huh? I don't know what I want. I am getting very hungry, though. Just saw an ad for it. Ooh. Something like that. We're almost done with your island. For now, anyway. Once we find some spore blossoms, I will probably go back and add them to here. And if I didn't forget my bucket, I would add a fish. Can I get an aerial view? Yes. Once we are done with this tree, you can get an aerial view. Last lantern there. Gotta name the fish Milo. Milo, huh? Oh, that looks so nice. Oh, perspective is everything. And I think you're gonna see this mainly from over here. Oh ho ho. We still gotta obviously make the actual island part, but other than that, I really like this. That looks super nice. Hey, stop barking. Stop the barking. Okay, so next I want to do... Does it matter what we use for this? Probably not, right? Let's use dirt. And we're going to do the actual Hello? I think I have some pink petals somewhere. I don't know where they are, though. We'll have to find them. Like that fish. You're a cute fish. Yeah, we'll add some more touches like as we go here for sure. I just don't have any of the petals or anything like that that I want to add right at this moment. All right, like that. And then so you would add a layer of sandstone here then. It's a nice little build. And then I am curious to see which one Foxy will pick as well. Not to be done today, most likely, but I am still curious to see which one she will pick. And also, you know what you could do, Foxy? You could just save for 2,500 and get an island this big versus one this big. You could hoard those points a little bit and get a bigger island than Gex. Pretty. I mean, that's because I made this one a little too big. I couldn't help myself. I made it a little too big. It's not supposed to be this big. It should be like half this size, literally. But I messed up a little bit. All right. It was supposed to be like half this size, but I got carried away. Could save. What is my 10K? I don't remember. Oh, you want the biggest island? Is that what the one you want? The biggest size of the island? I'll make the same. I mean, it's already going to be like 50 by 50 for the big island, I think. Like, it is a massive island. Like, it is going to engulf both of these. So, we'll see. Oh. The difference between the micro and the mini is 10K. Wait, what? No, it's 1K, not 10K. One's 2,500 and one is 1,500. I was like, wait a minute, hold on. Yeah, no. The difference is not that crazy. There is a difference between the mini, though, and then the big one. And I think that is like 5,000 points or something. I think the distance between the two. Like, I think those are gigantically different. We are going to have to bring that all the way down to the ground, which is going to suck. And I don't have enough stone to do that at the moment. Ugh. I am going to do something weird, though. I am going to do something a little bit weird here because I want this to be... I don't want to have to deal with the bottom. So we're going to do a little bit of cheaty nonsense down here. Reference understood. What we got here? Okay, all right. We got, interesting. We got transformer references here. Running out of blocks. We did not bring enough blocks for this. This was supposed to be a 15 by 15 that I somehow went way overboard on, by the way. Such a random ass line. Alright, so that will work. Then what we're gonna do is hide this. No idea how you got that one. Yeah, I don't know how she got that one either. Obviously, she is a movie buff, and that's all there is to it. Here, you got your own little connected islands now. I think I'm going to do that for all of them, actually. I like the idea of them being, like, connected into their own thing. And then I can just have fish in here, like, swimming around that we can name because all of them will be enclosed with each other, right? I think that'll work. That'll be kind of cool. All right. I would like to add just a little bit more texture here, and then I think we've got ourselves a winner. Bro's using the number keys? What? I don't know what you mean. Do you not use the number keys? Like what? You scroll. I mean, I could, but why? Mighty Thor agrees with the connection of the islands? Okay, cool. Use Q and R for slot 1 and 9. What? What? Why? Why would you do that? Crouch with your right thumb. Your right thumb? Are you left-handed? What? I don't even understand. Oh, it's a button on your mouse. Okay. All right, and then I'm not done yet. I'm not freaking done yet. Counter-Strike? Okay, fair. Right-handed crouches. That's crazy. That is actually kind of crazy. That seriously is, yeah. I could not do that. Love it. We're gonna need to hide some lighting up here, I think, because it is kind of dark even with all these lanterns. Let's see here. Did I have those anywhere? Right there. Alright, we're just going to hide a little bit of light extra back here. Just because I want these to be spawn-proof as well. Tab toggles perspective? What? Well, that's weird. That's super weird. Something like that, and maybe up here as well. Third person is hella useful, I guess. I don't ever use third person, to be honest with you. Don't ever use it at all. Damn, that looks so good. What the hell? It was not supposed to come out looking this good, by the way. What the hell? Blind corners, yeah. I mean, I could see it. I've never used it. All right, that feels good. And then we just need... Where the hell are they? Sea pickles. How do you get more of these? Oh, do you need coral to grow that on? Oh, you might need coral for that, actually. Like, you can't... Oh, interesting. Okay, I didn't know that. You need to be in a deep warm ocean? Oh, okay. Well, that makes sense. I need one more leaf, please. Overall, very, very happy with this base, though. I think it looks really good. Let's do one more of these, perhaps. Maybe it's just tucked in right here. Because I love those. And I wish I had some lily pads still, but it's okay. Little bits every now and again. And there we go. Just fish forehead. I don't have anything to fish with. No bucket. No bucket. Alright, all that. Oh, thank you for the Betty store. Appreciate that. Let's sand, blah, blah, blah. Let's put that in here. I don't need this single block. Don't need those. And that's good. Alright, do we need anything else? I don't think so. I think that... Wait, you're sub 500 for the day? Wait, what? You're sub 500 for days. Yes. We are currently at day... Oh, no, we just crested over. 509. We are at 509 right now. Just crested over this stream, actually. All right. Final seal of approval. What do you think of your island, sir? There is your little island. Still lower? Yeah, this is an early world. Early world. Hey, Ari. Hi, puppers. Oh, yeah. You want the head scratches? Yeah, I know. I know. Yeah, such a pretty girl. Way better than you thought you'd get. Now, I want this to be like its own area. So, obviously, the sea temple's there that I've conquered. And the idea is these islands are going to sprawl all over that and get very close to whatever we decide to put there. And I haven't thought of that yet. I like it. I think that, on that note, that's going to do it for me for today, though, because I did stream for way longer than I had anticipated. So, thanks for the biddies. Thanks for hanging out, keeping me company, lurking, and spending channel points here. Love it. And we'll see you guys next time. Thanks for watching. Ciao.